My daughter came here. She was traveling for Europe, and she came here for one day to do the diving experience. There's two wrecks out in the sea there, and the visibility on that particular day was only 30% visibility, and the day before was only 30% visibility. So the school that should have been the day before joined the same school or the same class on the day, and rather than be eight divers, there was 16 divers, which overloaded the actual that situation, well, she died.
Was she an experienced diver, your daughter?
Yes, she was. She dived. She was a PADI qualified diver. She dived in New Zealand, Australia, South America, Canada, in England. She had many years' experience in diving.
So very well experienced.
Very, very experienced. Yes, very experienced.
Did she have any health issues?
No, she was 100% fit. Obviously, there was two coroner's reports, one from Albania and one from England, because obviously we flew her back to England, and both reports said that she had no health issues whatsoever, completely fit.
Okay. Why did Becky choose the Speranza Diving Center in Sarandë?
She chose this company because she looked online in England for the experience, and this particular company advertised as being the only diving centre in Sarandë that was licensed by the government to take people on the diving experiences. So of course, being my daughter, being Becky, she's very careful in how she approaches things. So with this company advertising being backed by the government, she thought this would be the best company to go to, and it proved to be wrong.
So she did believe that Speranza Diving Center was a professional.
Oh yes,
company.
She believed it very much because she looked through many companies, and this company that took my daughter out, they advertised throughout the whole world. That they are the only company in Sarandë that is licensed by the government to take people, and they also advertise that on the website, don't be kidded by any of the companies. This is the only company that the government are backing to take people on diving experiences.
Yes. Why are you here in Sarandë, and how long have you been here?
Well, I'm here to get justice for my daughter, obviously, because it's very important for me and my family back in England. We have been separated now since September, because I've been here since September. I missed Christmas with my family. I missed New Year with my family. I have been back to England once or twice just to say hello to my other children. But I've been here for 8 months now, and in the 8 months I've been here, I still have no clue or any idea what happened to my daughter. I've waited and waited, and I've asked questions to the police. I've asked questions to the government of Albania, and to this day, I still have not one single piece of paper that even suggests that my daughter even died here.
Oh. What do you expect to achieve by being here in Sarandë about this situation?
Okay, the first thing I need to achieve is what happened to my daughter, because my other children back in England are very. We've had no closure. It's been eight months now. We've had no closure whatsoever. My children in England are still have no closure. So the most important thing for me and my family in England is to get some sort of closure. But the main reason I'm here now is because I want to make sure, and I won't leave until it does, I want to make sure that Albania look at the situation, and my daughter passing like she did is going to help other people that come to Albania to experience the extreme sports.
What do you find lacking here?
Do I find?
What do you find lacking here, like insurance?
Oh dear, what do I find lacking?
Experience?
Well, what I find lacking is there's no legislation that says of anything. There's no I found out that the company no insurance, no health and safety. There's no guidance. There's no guidance, and it seems to me that it takes a situation like this to wake up the government.
Yes.
To say, oh dear, we have to do something about this. But after 8 months, there still isn't anything. There's nothing, nothing whatsoever. So I will stay here as long as it takes to make sure that if people come from France, Germany, America, China, whatever, that at least my daughter died to save others.
Yes.
And I will stay here to change the legislation, the laws in this country, to make sure when people come here to have a holiday and to experience a dive, they feel safe, and they are safe because my daughter wasn't safe.
No.
She was not safe.
How do you feel the response for, in this case, when they called you about this situation that Becky had passed? How do you feel the police took care of you and the prosecutor?
It's a very difficult question to answer because the prosecutor, there's no response at all at this moment.
No timeline at all?
No.
What's going on?
I've spent many hours at the police stations, and I've spoke to the chief of police in Sarandë. I had to go back to England because I had an injury. And while I was in England, the chief of police, it took me probably 2 to 3 months to get him to understand my situation. And then when I finally got him on my side to actually work with me, he then got transferred to another city last month. So when I came back, he's not here. So it's like I've got to start all over again.
So you feel kind of alone and
Well,
abandoned?
I've been alone for 8 months.
Yes.
And not only that, I mean,
And no information?
no information whatsoever. When he disappeared to a different city, you've got to start all over again. I've been here for 8 months, and I think at this stage, just in Albania alone, I'm 25,000 euros out of pocket just to see what's happened to my daughter.
Yes.
And I don't even know how long it's going to go on for. So already it's 25,000 euros I'm out of pocket. Yes. And also my business in England has suffered because I'm here.
Yes, of course.
So every day it's costing me much money. Yes. And I found out from a very good source that the diving company, the owner, is out on bail from prison. Yes. For a measly 1.5 million lek.
Yes. How does it make you feel?
It makes me very angry because I have already paid 4 or 5 times more than that just to be here to find out what happened to my daughter.
Yes.
And he is still walking the streets. He has still got other businesses in this country, in Sarandë. Yes. And my business in England has suffered because I have to be here to find out what happened to my daughter.
Why is it so important for you to stay here during this process?
It's very important for me because any father, any father that's lost his daughter would do the same thing. Me and my daughter were very close, very close, and the same with my other children. We're a very close family. She came here on a holiday, and she actually phoned me the morning of before the situation, and told me she was going on this diving experience. And I said to her, "Be careful."
Yes. And
that was the last thing. That was the last words I ever said to her.
Yeah.
They were the last words. That's the main reason, because I need justice. I need justice
and closure.
But mainly I need justice for what happened to my daughter.
And changing the rules for the future.
Yes. Because if it's taken the loss of one of my children to change Albanians' thoughts, there's a reason for it then. But if nothing ever changes, she died for nothing. She died for nothing. The second reason why I'm going to stay here and deal with the situation is because I've got to now, in the name of my daughter, I have to make and protect all the other people that come here for this experience.
Yes.
And they have to come to Albania, they have to come to Sarandë, knowing that when they come here, they're going to be safe. Because my daughter thought she was safe, because this company advertised as being the only company in Sarandë that are backed by the government, okay? Yes. And now we found out over the last 8 months that it doesn't make any difference.
No.
You might as well be a cowboy company, because there's no legislation, there's no laws. You basically just take people out on your boat, and if something happens, it's like, oh dear, we're sorry.
Yes.
And being sorry does not bring my daughter back.
No. Okay, thank you, George, for coming and sharing your story with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.